Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is Hill. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 50. 58's the money. I got you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, that's Richie James. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Just like that. Check. That's it. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Jackson escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there, 85 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9 all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken to the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kick. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch tight end. Eat him up. Check 9, check 9. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 11 yards there, 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check it out, Reed. Shift. Hatchet. Chance. Pick the edge. Go. Just good.
All tied up, 6-6. Our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's a party now. Mike, 48. Check right. 48, Mike. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett, complete to Hilton. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Kill. 49, check 49. Slam. Jumper.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
This is Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Check Mike, not. I don't think you got it, sir. Check Mike, not.
From the gun, here's the set. And that's incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue Igwe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Jackson, options out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On second down, it's Hill. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Jackson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They come out here in the eye. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Here we go with Williams. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second and 10.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
Well, I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coach was standing by Orlando. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on a significant number.
And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
We got this.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. Go 50 against the mic. Man out.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. He'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Defense, let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Stop your body.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down to the tight end.
On 1st down, it's Hill, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Hill. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, turn it up.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Hill. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hit there by Nick Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's get this.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
66, pull it, high. Hayward. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
After the interception, here's Jackson going deep for Diggs. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Good job.
Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him throw the number.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike, 99. You. Check Mike, 99.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 51. I got you.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Brissett. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being...
But I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58's the money. 58 to go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And Diggs has it. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Jackson gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take to the next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Watch twist. Check the backer.
They will run with Brenner. Handled to the goal line. He loses the football. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
So don't say nothing.
Reset. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And